guys, it's Justin from Tutoring Solutions. Thanks for joining us today. We're working number 18. It says, what value of x satisfies the equation x squared plus 2x over x plus 2 equals 2? Go ahead and pause the video. All right, so this is asking us to solve the equation. It has this kind of funky wording to it, but it's really just saying solve the equation, right? Got a left side, we got an equal sign, and a right side, so it's definitely an equation. And they're just asking us to solve. And they say what value of x satisfies the equation. That means like when you plug it in, it makes it happy, it makes it work. It's just asking us to solve. So we have our x squared plus 2x over x plus 2 equals 2. First thing I would do here is I would cross multiply. I have a fraction equal to a whole number, but I can make that whole number a fraction. And anytime I have a fraction equal to another fraction, I always cross multiply. Okay, so when you do that, right, you're looking at the product of these two, and you get 2 times x plus 2, and that is equal to the product of these two. And 1 times anything is itself, so that's not terribly challenging. So we just keep working this thing. We're going to distribute through. We get 2x plus 4 equals x squared plus 2x. I've got x squared, so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is a quadratic, so I better get everything on one side. But what you actually notice is once you move the x's over, they actually go away from both sides, and you're left with 4 equals x squared. Okay, so when you square root off the square, you don't actually have to use a quadratic method. You're just using the square root to cancel the square, and you get plus or minus 2. Now I see 2 and negative 2 as answer choices, so I feel like I need to maybe actually plug these back in. When I plug in 2, I get 2 squared plus 2 times 2 over 2 plus 2, and this is supposed to equal 2. And does it? Well, let's check. 2 squared is 4, plus 2 times 2 is 4 over 2 plus 2 is 4, and that's 8 over 4 equaling 2. So yes, it does work. Now, why does the other one not work? Really, if you look at the bottom here, when I plug in that negative 2, I get negative 2 plus 2, which is 0. You cannot divide by 0 in math. So because of that reason, that negative 2 doesn't actually work. Okay? It is important to remember when you square a number, you get a positive and a negative answer, but then you kind of need to realize why the negative 2 version doesn't work. So our answer choice is K, and that's basically it. Now I do want to show you something on your graphing calculator. You can solve any equation you ever want to on a graphing calculator by graphing, okay? We're going to graph the left side. So the left side of this equation is x squared plus 2x over x plus 2. Now I would use alpha y equals, enter, to make a vertical fraction. If you don't want to do that, you can use your parentheses and then divided by your parentheses and put the top inside the parentheses and the bottom inside those parentheses. That works okay too. I just like having it look like the way the problem is set up. So x squared plus 2x on top, and on the bottom we had that x plus 2. So we graph the left side. And then you go down here to the next y, and you graph the right side. So the right side of the equation is just a 2. Okay, so when I hit graph, my zoom is all messed up here. So remember, zoom 6 gets you back to your normal zoom if you're ever out of whack there, like I was. You've got your first equation, that's your left side, and your right side here. So notice what's happening. When I plug in like x equals negative 4, right? I'm going to use this vertical line. You see how the y value when you plug in 4 on the red line and the y value when you plug in 4 on the blue line don't match? We're looking for the same amount on both sides. And this is the left side, this is your left side, and this is the right side. So we actually want the intersection point. And you can see that that's at x equals 2. Okay? So you can go with that. We don't want the y value, we just want the x value of the intersection of these two lines. So what you can do is second trace. Okay? That's actually the calculate button because it's in blue. Second trace, calculate. Number 5, the intersection. And then really, if you just hit enter 3 times, enter, 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 it will tell you the intersection. Okay? Now, it says x equals 2 and y equals 2. Don't worry about the y equals. Just worry about the x equals. That's our solution to that equation. So remember, anytime you come across any equation that you're ever trying to solve and you're not sure how to do it, or you just like this method, graph the left side, graph the right side, find the intersection of the two lines. The x coordinate where they intersect is your solution. Now, table, great way to do this as well, right? If you're looking at this and you see that the y values are the same, see how the same y values are here? That x number is going to be your solution. Okay, so that's how you work this problem on your table. Tables are great, they're quick, but second calculate 5, enter, enter, enter. I say that all the time with my students. Second calculate 5, enter, enter, enter. Right, from your graph, second calculate 5, enter, enter, enter. We'll spit out that answer. Now, there's a couple reasons when this, or a couple times when this won't work, depending on your Zoom, all those things, but we'll get into that another day. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Please go on our Instagram and like us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, tell your friends about us. The more likes we get, the more people we're helping, and that's what we're here to do. So got any questions, reach out to us on our website at tutoring-solutions.com, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.